You're listening to the Higher Attitudes Podcast, inspiration to lift your soul. Hello, this is Tom again. Recently, as I sat in church more than 1,000 miles from my home, God taught me to see with new eyes. Or you might say to hear with new ears. I watched the brother leading the music. He showed so much energy. Instead of following along in the hymnal as closely as I could, which is what I normally do, I began hearing the voices of the other members of the congregation. The sound swelled around me as I heard in a new way. I was suddenly very grateful for all of the people whose voices mixed in that wonderful chorus. It was delicious to be there, listening to the people next to me and all around me singing. That particular day, I began to think about what it took for each person to be there, to sing, to speak, to teach, to lead, or serve. Let's be honest. There are days for each of us, maybe more than a few, that getting up and getting out the door to church is hard. Some days we may not make it. Some days we may arrive somewhat exhausted, perhaps with recalcitrant children in tow, wondering why we bothered. I will say only this. Thank you for your efforts to be in church. Thank you for your voice when you sing. Thank you for your voice, even if you, like me, don't think you sing well. Thank you if you only hum along. Thank you if you only ponder the words as others sing. You see, your participation adds to the spirit of the meeting that could not be what it is without each person's sacrifices. You see, God smiles when we arrive, even when our arrival is a few minutes late. He blesses each of us in our congregations with His Spirit. And when it is all combined, it can be beautiful to behold, if we have eyes to see and ears to hear. I am grateful to the men and women who lead my congregation for the hours and hours they put in to organize and plan for the good of the members. I am grateful for the time and effort that goes into preparing a Sunday school lesson for my children or for me. If you volunteer at your church, I say thank you. I know how much it costs sometimes, in time, sometimes money, and always in effort. I am grateful for whoever shoveled the snow on that cold, blustery Sunday a few weeks back, and for whoever vacuumed the carpet in the church building or swept the floors and washed the windows. Right now, days from Sunday, someone is preparing to teach a class or carry out some other duty. Thank you for each moment. It makes a difference in my life and in the lives of everyone around you, even if we don't always realize it or comment on it. If you make a thoughtful comment in a class or even think about making a comment, thank you. If you rarely speak out in a group, please consider letting us hear from you, at least once in a while. Quiet people often have the most profound insights. When next you struggle to find the desire, the energy, the strength to come to church on Sunday, know that we do pray for you. We want you to be with us. We need you to be with us. All of the other imperfect, struggling people learning to love and believe need you to be with us. Now, I try to take a few minutes each Sunday to notice the blessings of mingling with so many people who struggle past their own adversities to be at church. I listen for your voices. I watch as you struggle down the aisle on aging legs to find your place, or as you serve your wiggling kiddos by teaching them something of reverence for God, which reverence begins with just showing up. God accepts our efforts as a token of our love for Him and our desire to be His. The smallest of offerings may bring the greatest blessings. It did for the widow who gave only a mite. I hope you will come and mingle your voice with the others of your congregation this coming Sabbath, even if it is a struggle to get there. This week, I hope to hear many struggling people lift their voices, even a little, to let God know they are glad to be at church, calling upon Him for a blessing, and praising His name. Thank you for listening. We'd love to have you join us on Facebook at facebook.com/higher-attitudes. Do you have an uplifting thought to share? Why not join our Facebook discussion group? Visit the group at facebook.com/groups/higher-attitudes to request membership. If you'd like to leave a question about a challenge you're facing, or if you'd like to share a thought about how you've overcome negativity, call 719-301-0303 and record your question or comment. Please note that carrier rates may apply. Again, call 719-301-0303 to leave a question or comment. We hope you've enjoyed the show, and we look forward to you joining us for the next episode of the Higher Attitudes podcast. Please remember that the advice offered in this show is intended for informational purposes only. Please read our full disclaimer in the show notes.